Hey guys, so this is to help anybody that had any issues with the installation of the Kicker PT250 subwoofer amp combo, the 2-in-1. That speaker right there. Basically, so I got this and I have a aftermarket stereo. And this is kind of made for a stock stereo. So if you go to plug in the RCA cables to it, you find out that it doesn't have that kind of hookup to it. So basically, I wanted to show what you have to do here as far as getting this to work if you have an aftermarket deck with only the RCA cables hookups like I did. So what I ended up doing initially here is I kind of MacGyvered a kind of a ghetto version of what the kind of cords that I needed using an RCA cable. I snipped the end off of it because I needed two things that were able to plug into the RCA cables that come from the deck. But since this is kind of ghetto, I ended up ordering actual cords, which are these guys. I don't know if you could see that or not. There we go. From Amazon. See how it's got one end's got the RCA cable male end, and then the other end is your speaker wire hookup. And it came with, I got these on Amazon, it came with two of them, and it's like $10. And then you also need a little coupling like that. That was like $5. I'll leave links for everything that I have here in the description, so that way you can get the parts if you need them as well. So, was just going to show how to hook this up. First of all, I'm going to show you the standard tools that you need. I'm sure you're already aware of this. I'm sorry about the lighting if it isn't great. Got my crimper. Got my wire stripper. If you just have one of those cheap ones that come with every wiring kit, those are garbage. This is better than even the automatic ones that I found. It's quick, it's easy, and it's specifically made for stripping the wires. It's nothing else, so it's not like a quote-unquote all-in-one tool that doesn't do anything well. So, and then of course you just want to have a good pair of snippers like this, or I mean even scissors in this case will do, but whatever works. Okay, so since we don't need all of this extra cable, because they were, I think they were expecting this to need to run to the back of your deck to hook up, and obviously we just need to go from the speaker to the RCA hookup, which is only a couple inches, so we can get rid of a lot of this excess speaker cable here. So maybe just to be safe, I'll leave like 2 feet of it. That way, I mean, that's more than enough slack, but just to be safe, you never know. Okay, so we're going to snip those two guys right there. And then we're going to disconnect my, my ghetto hookup here. Get these two cables out of the way. See, and that's going to clean up a lot of this because it's going to make a lot more room. I'm sorry about the lighting if it isn't very good. I apologize. There, that should be a little better. And then you see I have my ground hooked up. I don't know if you can actually see that or not. See the little yellow loop? And that's hooked up. This is a crew cab 2001 F250, if anybody was curious. Okay. So cables here. And then this is what I ended up using for the remote cable, the blue line. Basically, it's just a speaker wire, but anything like that, see how that's connected to that, is going to eventually need to be hooked into the back of your deck. And then you're going to want to splice into the blue and white wire that's on the back of your deck, using one of these things. You can get them at any hardware store. They're pretty cheap. You can see how it's got those two holes. One of them is for the wire you're splicing into, and the other is for the wire that you have. And once that little metal spike on the top, once both your wires are through the center of those holes there, you use like a pair of pliers to squeeze that metal, and then that pierces both your wires, so it basically connects them. So yeah, this is probably like 50 cents at any hardware store. You can get that. So that's as far as what I did to splice into the back of the deck with the remote wire. Okay. So now we're going to get our wires stripped here to get these ready to connect to the RCA cables. I've never been a very good crimper, so I apologize how long this is taking. Most people wouldn't need something as goofy as that big ass crimper I have, but I'm special, so. Neighborhood kids are playing kick the can. Sorry about that noise. Come on. Get those easy to tug. All good. Okay. So now we're going to take our little coupling tool here. I'm going to connect the wires to one another. All right, should be good to go. Let's see what happens. Okay, the power light is on, so it's a good sign. Here we go. I'd say that's a success. Alright guys, hope this helps out somebody, so if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Otherwise, good luck, and see you later.